Hi, love, and welcome. Today we're going to be doing a full body sweaty express series using 3-pound hand weights. You can definitely use lighter. You could definitely do this just using your own body weight, or you can definitely do heavier as well, depending on what is feeling best in your body today. Nobody knows it better than you. Grab your weights if you are leveling up, and let's go. Come onto your knees, bring your toes to touch. Arms will come out into a T, roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale as you come down, glutes floating over your heels. Exhale as you lift. Inhale down, exhale lift. Tucking tailbone at the top. Abs gonna come in and up as your arms lift. For 8, 7, for 6, exhale lift. For 5, 4, 3, tucking tailbone, glutes are active at the top. For 2 and 1, arms to the center at the top. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Hugging a tree, open and close. So belly button drawing in and up, ribs are knitting together as you lift for 8, 7, for 6, 5, whew, already out of breath for 3, 2, and 1, arms out and curl. So on that diagonal for 8, 7, for 6, lifting for 5, 4, for 3, 2, last one. Gonna turn so you can see me staying up here. Arms come out as you tilt backwards. Exhale as you lift. Inhale and exhale. So arms are lifting parallel. Should feel this a lot in your thighs, keeping that tailbone tucked as you hinge your body backwards. For 7, exhale. For 6, 5, for 4, 3, for 2, last one. Now coming down, punch cross, down, punch cross. For 8, 8, speeding it up. 6, 6, for 5, low impact cardio here. For 4, 4, 3, exhale, lift for 3, 2, 2, last one, and 1. Now reaching your arms overhead, and then we're gonna plant down, kick back through the left, plant, exhale as you lift, plant down and right. So switching off, feet will stay flexed, keeping your hips square as you kick back. Exhale as you lift, tap and lift. As we're lifting, keep the tailbone tucked. Keeping core engaged as you lift overhead and kicking back. For 6 and 6. We got this. A little sweaty sculpt here, getting our heart rates up. Feels so, so good. For 4, kick, and 4. For 3, like we're kicking away anything that's not serving us. 2, really flex through that heel, activate through the glute. And 2, last one. And 1. Now I want you to circle overhead, lower, extend and lift. So bending, circle, circle, down, extend, lift, lower, bend. Circle, down, down, extend, lift, lower, and bend. Lift, up, down, down, extend, lift, lower, and bend. With control, drawing a circle with the arms, in between each one, extending, lifting, lowering, and bending. overhead and down. Let's plant. And lifting. Extend, lift, lower, and bend. Lifting overhead, down, and down for 3 on the right. Keeping those hips square as you extend. 3 on the left. Going for 2 on the right. Tap, lift, lower, overhead, and down. 2 on the left. Overhead, and down. Last one on the right. Last one on the left. Let's put both of the weights down. Just grab the right weight. Left hand will plant. Left leg will extend long, squaring off. Inhale, exhale, lift as you row. For 8, 7, leg lifts long as you row. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arm reaches, hamstring curl as you pull back. Inhale and exhale for 8, 7, gaze is long, hips are square. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, drop. Move the weight into the left hand, right leg extends. Inhale, exhale as you row, and lift the leg for 8, 7, slight bend through the supporting arm. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Arm releases, bend, hamstring curl as you row for 8. Keeping hips square, point the toe and flex. For 7, 6, 5, for 4, 3, 2, last one, and release. Let's put a weight behind the left knee. Grip it nice and tightly behind that left knee. Hands will plant in front of you on all fours. Inhale, exhale as you lift. Tap, exhale, lift. For 8, 7, for 6, 5, lifting through that left glute. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it at the top and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross it and lift. So cross and lift to the sky. Imagine your toe is piercing the sky. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Now coming down, circling around through the hip. You can come onto your right forearm if that feels better. So circling down and around for 8, 7, knee taps down and lifts for 6, 5, 4, for 3, 2, last one. Let's come on to our right side. Legs are bent and in, your knees are to the front, your feet are to the back. Weight will come on the outside of that top knee, or you can keep it hidden behind the knee, whatever feels best. Inhale, exhale as you lift off the hip, lift the left leg, lower and tap. So lifting, lifting, down and tap for 8. You can also move this up a little bit if that feels better. So really lifting through that right glute, that right hip. For 7, keeping hips stacked here. For 4, open, lower, and close. For 3, Woo. 2, that right glute is working hard. Last one. Lower, drop the weight for a beat. Lift that leg, extend, bend, and lower, holding lifted. Extend, bend, and close for 8. 7, extend, together, and close for 6. Keeping lifted out of that right oblique. For 4, 3, extend, and bend for 2. Last one. And lower. Extend your legs on the diagonal, coming onto the right forearm. Left arm reaches, inhale, exhale as you bring your legs up. Lower the right, exhale, lift, lower, lift. So lower the right leg, exhale, lifting together, lower both together. Exhale as you lift, lower, lift, tap, and V crunch, lower, lift, getting inner thigh, abs, tap and lift, lower and lift. This is 5. Lower, lift, lower, and lift for 3. So rocking back onto that right glute, but doing this with control. Really utilizing that left oblique for 2. Last one. And lower. Let's come over and do that on the other side. Whew. Coming onto all fours once more. The weight will tuck behind the right knee now. Hands will plant onto the mat. Fingertips are nice and wide. Inhale, exhale as you lift. Tap and lift for 8. 7. For 6. 5, squeezing the weight, squeezing the glute at the top. For 3, 2, 1, hold it lifted and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, cross and lift. So crossing over the left knee and lifting up to that 90-degree angle. For 7, 6, this is 5, and 4, exhale, lift, keeping hips square to the mat. For 2, 1, now circle the leg, down and lift, coming onto that forearm if that feels better. For 8, 7, getting that nice hip mobility here. For 5, 4, 3, for 2, last one, lowering down. Let's come onto the left side. Knees pointing towards the back or towards the front, toes towards the back, palm plants. Inhale, exhale as you lift, lifting, lowering, and down. So lifting up into that clam, opening and closing. Exhale, lift, and lower for 7. Keeping hips stacked at the top. For 5. Left glute is on fire already from the other side for 4. 3, lifting, lowering, and down for 2. Last one. Drop the weight now. Coming up, lift, extend, bend, and together. So staying lifted, extend, bend, together for 8 and 7. Woo! Whole body's shaking. For 5, extend together and down. For 4, 3, for 2, last one. Lower, coming onto the left forearm. Legs come out on the diagonal. Reach your arm, inhale, exhale. As you lift, hold that top leg lower. Lift, lower, and crunch. Lower, lift, lower the legs down with control. Lifting, lowering, and lifting. For 7, 6, for 5, lower and lift. External rotation of that heel. 4, lower and lift. For 3, with control, lower, lift. 2, lower, lift. Last one, and lower. Let's come onto the back for a little finisher. Whew. Bringing the weights overhead, bringing legs into tabletop. Weights will face your knees. Reach left leg and right arm overhead. Exhale back to center. Left arm and right leg. Exhale back to center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw to center. For 7, 7. Inhale, extend overhead and down, overhead and down, and exhale, center. For 4, 4, 3, and 3. For 2, 2. Last one, and 1. Plant your legs down. Open your arms as your glutes leave the mat. Exhale as you tap. Open and tap. So exhale, lifting. Inhale as you lift. Your arms, tap your tailbone. For 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold at the top and pulse, heels lifted, optional at 10, 9, 8, 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend at the triceps and extend. Keeping the lift, holding the lift for 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Tap the glutes, toes to the sky, pulse lift. Tap, lift, tap, extend, and reach towards your toes. For 8, down, lift, and lift. For 7, lift, tap, and lift. For 6, lifting towards the sky, not using momentum, but rather really utilizing those upper abs. For 5, 4, lifting, lowering, and crunching. For 3, tap, extend, and lift. For 2, last one, lift, lower, extend, and lift. Holding up, lower the left arm, drop one weight, or left leg rather, inhale, exhale, switch, pass the weight in between. Final stretch here for 8, 7, 6, for 5, 4, swiping legs past each other. For 2, last one, and release. Whew. Let's come to seated in the center. Bring your hands to heart center. Close your eyes for a beat and scan your body from your head all the way down to your toes. Notice how you feel. right now, that sense of pride, joy, accomplishment, feel that, notice it, remember it. Because on the days where it gets really tough to show up, where that resistance just feels really sticky, this feeling right here is what will push you and propel you to hit play on that next workout, to show up on the mat. We are all in this together. Breathe that all in. That better version of you after you pour yourself into you. Exhale, letting it all go. Flutter open your eyes. I hope that you enjoyed that one. Please let me know what you think of it down below. Super quick, express, spicy. And I'll see you in the next.